Well, hello everybody, come on in and welcome on in. You are watching Hypocritic GG streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Loose, call me Cheat Speak. We're getting festive up in here. It's the holiday time. You know we got to do the holiday stuff. Nice to see everybody here. It's good to be with you. We are in between fantastic, amazing trips at the moment. The holiday decor is out on stream, and I have to say, festive Christmas swing music with Gex up on screen might be my favorite, most bizarre thing that we've conjured up here yet, so that's wonderful. Vinny's here, we got new folks trickling in. Fire Lena, hello, nice to see you. You should see me. Let's all go to see me, here we are. Nice to have everybody here. It's time to, you thought you were gonna have a nice cozy little Christmas stream with us? Absolutely not. We're playing Mario Kart tonight, so let's get rolling on that. And quite literally, here we go. We're going to do a mix of all of it tonight. We'll probably do a little bit of normal racing, a little bit of knockout tour, all the good stuff in between. I haven't played this in a while because it makes me angry and sad to be alive, as Mario Kart should. So we'll be along for the ride. But exclamation point Discord, or not that, exclamation point friend code, exclamation point FC is how you get in on the fun if you want to race with us. If you don't, I don't blame you. I don't want to race with me either. Exclamation point Discord is for later, especially if you want to get in on some giveaways we have going. Oh, a good start. Very good start. An update just dropped today, which I swear I didn't know about, for Mario Kart World here. So let's take a look at what it said came to the game while we're loading into things here. I think I left some of those details up, maybe not. I don't know that I did. Mario Kart World 1.4. That's not good. Are we going to be locked out already? Let's, you know what, we're going to give it the old turn it off and turn it on again. Make sure that the world doesn't hate us that much, and we're going to go at it. While it's doing that, here's some notes on what version 1.4 has changed. Adds custom items to the item rules. This is a feature that lets you set which items appear. This is supported in Versus Race, Balloon Battle, Coin Runners, and Room in online play or wireless play. Made it so the track name and source of the track that is playing will be displayed on the pause menu. Added music volume to settings/controller. Wow. Made it so players who gathered in a room of online play can participate in Race, Knockout Tour, and Battle. Made it so you can join with friends who are playing Knockout Tour from friends in two-player online play as well. I think we're loaded in now. See, you just got to turn it off and on again with the Kart 64 results music, no less, which it does show now. Results screen for Mario Kart. It's behind my head. Of course, it's behind my head, but trust me, it's there. We'll be fine. All right, so what else is in this? Added restart and next race in the pause menu for versus race and single player. Sure. You can join friends who are playing Knockout Tour from friends in two-player. Made it so you can select photo mode from the pause menu in Race Against Ghosts and Time Trials. Change the course layout of below courses for versus race or race in online play or wireless play. So basically, when Koopa Troopa Beach is involved, changed it that, so in all races heading toward Koopa Troopa Beach, including the above courses, you will cross the finish line after 2 laps once you arrive at Koopa Troopa Beach, because 1 is just kind of insulting, right? You will now dash when riding on Manta Ramp's back. Made it so the player will not hit Dragon Eel when transformed into a Bullet Bill. Made it so the player cannot use a second boo while already using a boo when holding 2 boos. Thank you for that. I was worried I was going to say boo too many times in that sentence. What would we have done if that was the case? I want to go on the chairlift. When dash food is taken by someone, shorten the time until that dash food reappears. That's kind of nice. Whoa. Yeah. Just like that. Back and forth. Hey, whoa, we're pros. Look at that. Easy way to get the mountain. And when a coin placed on water is taken by someone, shorten the time until that coin reappears. Lovely. And then there's a bunch of fixed issues, which we're not going to get into. There's a lot. Cool cave. Cool cave. How y'all doing? We're having a nice time here. This isn't Mario Kart 8. No, it's not. I really woke up this morning and chose violence, I guess. So we gotta hate ourselves a little bit. How we doing, Fort? Nice to see ya. Lou, convince me not to get the adult Happy Meal, please. I can't. I might encourage you in the other direction. You have to get the adult Happy Meal. I'm afraid I won't be much help here. Can we have a countdown to rage? The rage timer? Like how far we get in before... I can't spin it up on screen right now, but we're at 10 minutes, 40 seconds in, so about 10 minutes flat. Just, we'll count, once the first real rage occurs, we'll clock it from 10 minutes in. The proximity on that bullet. Delicate operation. Adult Happy Meal sounds like a prescription drug deal. It kind of does. Hey man, can I get an adult Happy Meal? Yeah, here's your Zoloft. I don't know. I really want to get a pair of the Grinch socks that come with that. Is that a real thing? Happy Meals with like adult-sized Grinch socks? That can't be profitable for McDonald's. Just when we thought they were going more value-centric and not gouging their consumers anymore, putting socks in Happy Meals? I don't know how this is going to be affordable. That's amazing. Adult Happy Meal sounds like a strand of the weeds. It does. It does kind of sound like something illicit, perhaps. Don't do drugs, kids. It's a family show. What are we talking about here? How y'all doing? Like I said, we're in between trips at the moment. We got back from PAX Unplugged last weekend. Obviously not Thanksgiving, but before that. And actually, it's 3 weekends in a row that yours truly is on the road, which is not uncommon, but hurts my bones all the same. PAX Unplugged, and then I went away with the fam for Thanksgiving, and now, Thursday night, I'm back on a plane, and we're flying out to Houston for some fun Riftbound stuff, which we'll be talking about and teasing once again as the night rolls on here. So, stay tuned for that. We are jet setters, and my wallet is telling me about it, but that's okay. We've only got one life to live. That was just rude. Sniped out of the air has to feel some type of way. I went out of bounds. I was like, I have no idea where I'm going. How is that out of bounds? I feel like that's still within reason there. And then, of course, we go from, like, reasonable to last. The thing to remember and what you have to assume when you're playing is Mario Kart hates you. It absolutely hates you. It always has. It always will. And you need to play as though the game actively is punishing you for existing. That's not being salty about it. That's just science. And I'm a man of science. So you kind of just have to roll with it. I love when I have a shell behind me and it was a boomerang, wasn't it? I was like, this doesn't count for shit. That's great. Third lap or final lap, whatever's going to happen here. We always get cluster-fucked, right? The first race might get the kart rage baited out. I don't know. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I fucking hate this game. I always have. Why did I do this? I don't even know. I am so good at missing items. Who even cares? How the fuck? Oh, whatever, man. We got 4 minutes in. How's that? Great. Miyamoto himself is outright cursing your existence. I lost 38 points. Good. Good start. I love this, and I always will. The expectation you have to go in with is you will get to the last lap on those intermission tracks, and you will, you know, you're going to get smushed. Hide, run from it, cower in fear before it. It comes all the same. I don't know the quote, but the sentiment is there. You know what I'm sniffing at. You know, you can like drown in the muck and in the, you know, like muddy stuff, like Never-Ending Story style. Attacks! I wish you could just do that in the water too. Just stand there long enough and just sink and think about your life choices, and hey, you know, whatever. Peach Stadium, if for no other reason than that's literally still the only conduit to Rainbow Road somehow. I always find it so strange that there's no other water routes to that track. You have to do it from Peach Stadium. And they go to such lengths to keep their best track in the game hidden and inaccessible online. Like, see, we're going to Moo Moo Meadows. We may not see Rainbow Road tonight. I don't know when the last time I raced on it was. Go back to the VODs and check. I think the quote you're looking for is, "Fuck you, Miyamoto." That sounds about right. Oh, God. Well, how you all doing? How were all your holidays? Hope it was a fun one. I think we did the fun little giveaway impromptu Friday night thing over the weekend. I was away. I was with the family, and we were all just hanging out, and I was like, you know what? Because I didn't stream that week, I was like, you know, we should probably get some stuff out there. And we did. Irregular night, but Vampire Survivors is fun any day of the week. That's one I would play more of. Maybe, you know, Teresa and I hop on, convince Justin to be social. 42, they got 2 up on you for it. What the hell, man? Of course. See, I dared to go into first for like half of a checkpoint, and boy, did I get told off for that. Feels bad, man. Give me your red shells. Just give me them. Just give them to me. That works too. Get out of here, cow. What's that Toy Story meme where it's like, I don't want to play with you anymore? It's me with cow. I'm sorry, cow, but I'm not. For fuck's sake! See, I told you we're going into the end of the intermission. We got to get pummeled. That's the rule. What else would you expect? Oh, good. No, we're fine. We're fine. It's not completely unavoidable. 24 goddamn 7 in this game. I'm gonna rename all of these streams fucking cheat speak bitches at Kart ceaselessly for hours, because that's all these turn into. Endless, ceaseless agony. Now watch me pull first out of my ass here. Or close. Wow. I earned none of that, I feel like. You just pull mushrooms. You hang out in the back like third of the pack. You pull mushrooms at the end and you win. Is that fun? Is that competitive? Does anyone want to do that? Do you want to do that? Holidays are all right. Ate my first Big Mac over the weekend. It was mid? It was mid? All right. Chat, sick 'em. The Big Mac is my second favorite item on the McDonald's menu, right next to, you know it, say it with me, 1, 2, 3, the filet of fish. Unironic, not kidding. Come at me, bro. I'm disgusting, and I know that, but I've always loved it, and you can't make me not love it. No matter how much Sarah curses my name when I order it, I'm gonna keep doing it. You can't stop me. I could see Justin throwing hands over a good game of Vampire Survivors. There he is! And that literally summoned him. Amazing. Pal! My pal's here. That's true. An accurate name. As you said yourself, the last 15 seconds are... That's going to be our merch. I don't think either of the other hippos want me to do that. I can't use this account for chat. Lol, lol, lol. He's not baloney. I don't think either of them want our merch to be like knockoff Mario Kart iconography in the, you know, sense all that matters is the last 15 seconds. Sounds a little sus, maybe. It's pronounced fillet of fish. You're right. I'm sorry. My pal, Justin, please don't name them. Fuck. I expect fun and relaxation. I even brought out the fun graphics, the wintertime holiday graphics. You'll see them when we go to break. It's cute. We got fresh music and everything. I'm very proud of it. It looks super, super slick. Quarter Pounder is better. Oh, man. I'm going to reveal the secret that Baloney probably doesn't want me to reveal, too. Because it makes people perceive him or whatever. It's Baloney's birthday today. Everybody say happy birthday to Baloney. Justin birthed once again. What'd you do today for birth? He's going to say worked, I bet. Am I getting the front-running music? No. Much less doxy here. Yeah, maybe don't... It's not like your full name is in the credits of, you know, every interview we publish. Don't worry about it, friendo. At least I had forward momentum there. So I'll take that. Ugh! And then it was all taken away from me. One fell swoop. I'll take the coins, though. Alright, we're kind of hanging in. We've got coins. We've got more coins. Bullet bitch! Yeah, we're going to see Baloney and Sari in Houston. We're all going. We're all competing in the Rift Bound. I think there's something like 1,200 players or something obscene for this. It's the first ever tournament for Rift Bound like this in the Americas, so we are just hyped beyond measure. We'll discuss. Oh. You popped up like the same time. So many coins, and I'm not going to hit a single one. I don't even care. Rough seas. Does it get rougher naturally as you go? The weather, the waves? Never noticed that. I'm going to play defensively here, not that that would ever matter in Mario Kart. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Boom. That's not bad. I'll take fourth. I want to see how many... I want to see the pointage come out of that one. I'm going to catch up here. Much less Doxy. Lurking. Says Lurk. I didn't even see how many points I got. Says Lurk immediately keeps talking. That's the way. Have a McRib on me. Cheat will spot me for it. I'm already giving you a copy of the game. What more do you want, Fort? I'll send Cheat the hotel address. I played video games. You did for your birthday. You played video games. You don't even like video games, I thought. Crazy. Dash that door if you know. Yick, yick, yick. You mean McDelivery. Hey, This stream is not sponsored. We don't use the formal names for the services. Get it together. Speaking of... Oh, Sky High Sunday. We, how'd I get out here? Since we didn't give away all of our games in the chat on Friday night, we had offered them up in the Discord, exclamation point Discord, but shockingly, maybe people just didn't see the video game or the giveaway channel on there, but no one posted to get we have a copy of Flux, the card game, and a copy of the game again as well, because Fort won the first copy. Not a taker. So I don't know if we're going to keep it in that channel, if maybe we give them away on stream now. We got to decide. I don't even like video games. Correct. I had no fun playing games. A terrible, no good day. That sounds right somehow. I love how it just immediately dumps you into an insane hairpin turn like that out of the start. From the jump. Triple bananas in first. That'll last me like half of a checkpoint. I have no idea where I'm going. See? And again, because the item lag is so good, I hit them and it does not. The goggles, they do nothing. Oh, we got a D20. Oh, did I leave giveaway up? I did. Okay, well, you know what? Fine. Exclamation point giveaway. I'll update the titles. Let's do it, folks. Just do it. Just effing do it. Why not? I'm here for it. And we'll do the D20. We have the dice rolls up and ready to go. The cam is here. A fresh set of dice. A set you've never seen before, courtesy of my wallet at PAX Unplugged, which we love to see. No. What was that for me? You ever get booed out of red shells and then immediately targeted by said red shells? It just feels so good. Yeah, the giveaway trick. I guess I forgot to turn it off. Oh, I love that. It wasn't even targeted at me, but I still managed to somehow get hit by it. I was going to save his ass, too, and he was not having it. Hot take, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe version of this remix is way better. I love the strings in it. They're so emotional. They're evocative. They're provocative. This one's great, don't get me wrong, but you know what? The 8 Deluxe version cannot be beat. It is top. Not again. We have some distance this time. Banana Man's gonna hold me hostage here. Just to make a point. Third? Okay. We'll allow it. I'll pay attention to the points this time. That is 30 points. You'll love to see it. All right, we're adding giveaway to the Twitch description. And how about the YouTube? Yeah, let's do that. Boom. Easy peasy. All right, exclamation point giveaway will do it, folks. So that is to be entered to win a copy of Flux or a copy of the game. I'll just keep tabs on everyone, and we'll draw the winners toward the end of the stream. So I guess you got to stay tuned to find out who wins. And if you won already, you can't win again. Fort. You got to be nice. Spread the love. And we got to do the D20. All right, let's go Sky High Sunday. Let's give a D20 roll. Look at these fancy new dice. Ooh, they're called Celestia from our favorite, quote-unquote, favorite vendor of choice, Dispel. And that's a 7, which is a drink up, and I will happily take you up on that. As we go to Sky High Sunday, there you go. But greed, be nice. Be nice to your fellow streaming cohorts. Once you start putting out your own retro reviews, then you'll be eligible for multiple prizes in one giveaway. Oh, you son of a bit! I've never... That's a new one. Alright. Well, middle of the pack is where you want to be anyway, apparently, so... All that matters is your last 15 seconds, remember? None of this means a damn thing. Look, I'm in third. Who even cares? Who even cares? Piss off. Bite me. Alright, no, I could be bold and try the crazy shortcut here with triple bananas. Alright, I gotta dismount that better, but we can do it. So that's just banana. Well, don't waste all the coins. What if I wanted some? Hydro homies. Yeah, I love me Brita. Get out of the way. Whoa. Whoa! Look at us go. Oh, okay. So today is just slippery Sunday. We're just falling off of every possible ledge and crevice. I see how it is. They are very pretty dice, though. You're right about that. We gotta get it in gear a little bit here. Uh-huh. I was like, which way is it gonna go? It's gonna be the way that I go. Naturally. Again, there's no escaping it. Accept your fate. It is what it is. I think I can take this if I run the boomerang into it. I can. And I get the boomerang back anyway. Catastrophic bump off the end there, but let's see if we can clean it up. Nice. That's okay. Nice enough. Bet. You better. You better, you better, you bet. Yeah, wait, Mario Kart. Play the new one. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I lost points on that one. Oh, because there were only like 12 racers. That's good. Yeah. Haven't had Cross Worlds like even slightly on my radar. There were some like early rumblings that, oh, this is going to beat the pants off of Mario Kart World because people are annoyed with World and they don't love it. And that's obviously not been the case, I don't think. You probably can't hear it, but it's the Mario Kart 64 Rainbow Road remix, which, again, hot take, 8 Deluxes is better. And actually, baseline 8 at that rate, because that was in the base game. Remember when base game? I don't love Boo Cinema. I'm just going to come out and say it. You can't make me love it. Such is life. There's a great, do y'all watch any Austin? Sarian Baloney turned me on to him a while back, and he he loves exploring and looking at sort of like weird and off-putting and like bizarre and like mundane areas in video games. He did one on like weird, mundane, out-of-the-way areas in Mario Kart World, and one of them is that area underneath Sky High Sunday that it's all built on top of. And it is so like bizarre and vaguely liminal, and it's very fun. His videos are... They make such aggressively mundane stuff so exciting and engrossing. Like, You know, do pedestrians in GTA 5 follow, you know, traffic laws? You know, what happens if we follow the traffic laws in GTA 5? You know, stuff like that. Do, you know, Liberty City's power lines make sense? That sort of thing. And it's just, there's something just endlessly fascinating about the focus on the mundane like that. I don't know. Sounds like a cool channel. Check him out. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a large creator. Following wise. Any Austin. Sarah immediately latched onto it too. She was just like, I love him. That can only serve to hurt me. They got away. Ugh, well. At this rate, just boil me in butter and call me for dinner. What else would one do in that situation? What would you have done? Gale Waters. They got hosed. Got a single red shell going into hammers. How do we feel about this? We're going to keep our lines tight and hope for the best. Because it can only be coins, right? Question mark blocks. The great ruins of our time. Can he do it? He can! The green shells give chase, and that might be the first time we've actually pulled off first on stream in like multiple tries. 51 points. Chef's kiss. Ba-bam. What have we done? The audacity, the gall, the unmitigated gall to dare to dream. Keep all the interactions coming here, folks. We have one entry in the giveaway so far, and that's Vinny. At this point, if we only get one more, you and Vinny are guaranteed to win a fun little card game. So, exclamation point giveaway for that. Exclamation point Discord if you want to keep up with some of the fun stuff that we're doing. And there is a lot of fun stuff. Not least of which is, bam! Our attendance and full coverage of the first ever Rift-bound TCG regional level qualifier event in Houston, Texas. We'll be on the ground competing in the 1,200 person tournament, providing full event coverage and delivering some surprises December 5th through the 7th, which is just a couple days away. So rev up those fryers, because I sure am hungry for one event coverage. I see what would be a funny idea for a YouTube series. I will read it after this race. Did that kind of work out for me? I think it did. I am the greatest! If I say it enough, it'll be true. That'll work. I'm opting to keep the drift, which did that. Whoa! He got hit by that, but not really. And we love when that happens. Again, this course and so many others just come down to, do you have the mushroom at the final checkpoint, yes or no? I think it's hilarious that you can be in like 6th out of 24 and pull a blue shell on somebody. It's just so aggressive. We're hanging in right now, though. Did the update fix the game? Drake's Cove is here. No. I mean, it's gonna be what it is. And we all just accept it or don't. This room happens to be working out a little bit better for us for now. And we'll see where that lands eventually. It's like, tell me that worked. Too much happening. Here we go. Here we are. Look at us go. It's all coming up Millhouse. Oops, all somersaults. There was a lot in the update, though. I read out the patch notes earlier. Not going to do it again. Go check the VOD. Go read. Look it up. Get some hot links going. I almost nailed that first try. I've never even tried that. I didn't even know that was there. That would have been killer. We'll take second, probably. Yes! Right on the nose, baby. With the bat swooping in behind us. All right, what was your idea here for it? Fun idea for a YouTube series. What would you do style video that is just showing bullshit Mario Kart World clips. I got 33 points for that. And asking what you would do in that situation. I like that. That would work really well as a series of shorts, I think. Not so much like a long form published one, but a quick like 20, 30 second short of like, what would you do? You play the clip, you have the situation laid out, you're in 5th, you're coming up on the last turn in, you know, Starview Peak, you get hit with this, how do you recover, how do you do it, what would you have done? And then play the Gale Waters clip, I don't know. That might be cool. We'll think about that. It's always interesting to see what people kind of do and don't respond to with your content. Like, I've noticed over time that most of our stuff that does really well is kind of the more informational content, especially in shorts form. You pull out 2 or 3 sound bites from an interview clip with Mr. Riftbound or with Mr. Bubsy or whoever we're talking to that has some kind of following and interest, and that stuff goes nuts. That seems to be the kind of thing... Peach Stadium, we may get Rainbow Road yet. That seems to be the kind of thing that people gravitate toward for us. That's what a lot of repeat viewers respond to and kind of want to tune in more for. And that seems to get the most traction. When we do something like stream highlights in short form, no one gives a shit. And the view numbers, or lack thereof, certainly reflect that. So we kind of stopped doing them. You know, sometimes we would do those kind of highlight Mario Kart World BS clips where we're just getting dunked on over and over. That was an interesting sequence. But people just weren't responding to them. Because there's, you know, either 1,000,001 stream reaction or highlight clips out there, or the content really isn't that insane and interesting to warrant the response. If you're not a really big streamer with like a lot of following, I feel like those stream highlights don't tend to do as well. So I'm always up for like playing and experimenting with stuff and seeing what, you know, the algorithm responds to and what the general kind of, oh, fuck off. I hate that you lose your items when you fall off. That hasn't always been the case, right? That was the worst possible place to deploy that. I lost a lot of time there. I was hoping to just, you know, cut that gap. It still kind of worked out. And we got 2 anyway. Whoa! Who do you think you are? Did that hit me and not count? You know, item latency is great, actually. Take that. Take it and appreciate it for what it is. Here's what I can do if I'm sneaky about it. Watch this. Watch this. Ooh, watch this. It's going to cost me an item slot, but... Oh, come on! No fucking way! Absolutely no way. I saved it intentionally for that shortcut, and I immediately got run over. That's amazing. Knocked him back to last, and so punished. Kill me. Just knock me loose. Shake me free of these ties that bind. I'm over it, man. Well, it's gonna happen again. I'm gonna come around the curve here. I thought it was gonna bump me straight into the banana. I bumped the red shell. We got second. Again, I didn't deserve it because that was just ridiculous. I'd say people won't react to clips unless you're recognizable or just get lucky. Yep, there you go. And that's exactly the hypothesis. So we see a lot of traction with the shorts that are based on the interview content, especially. That tends to be where our stuff is. We get some... We've tried some news style clips, which you've probably seen of like, here's what was just announced for Riftbound. Here's the panel summary. Here's this kind of stuff. And those do reasonably well, especially when they're covering like a Riot press release about Riftbound or like getting information out there. That seems to work pretty well. So we do those when we, you know, have time where there's something interesting that they're announcing that's not associated with an event that we're already at. Something like that. And, you know, over time, we get more, you know, press and mailing lists for more interesting IPs and titles that people are interested in. You got to do it. If you don't do it, who would random out of it? It's going to be one of those two randoms. Watch. I'm going to speak that into existence because that's how this game works. Why Toad's Fat? Why? Why? This is like the only time we'll ever see it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh, God. All right. Well... Here we go. You know what we got to do? We're going to turn the music up. We're going to enjoy the whole experience. I'm going to shut the hell up for your viewing pleasure. Oh, God help us all. Oh. My hands are so sweaty. You can't even... This is disgusting. 30 points. That is nuts. There's so much more pressure on that Rainbow Road in particular compared to all the rest of them. And I have some theories. That one is so damn sweaty. Figuratively and literally. That is nuts. I think it was Full Metal with the Reset, which I loved how that came in exactly when it like does the fly up and the big reveal of the stage, and it's so like cinematic. Boom! There's cheese for you. So that sure. But that was hilarious. I think here's my theory, because that does like it just strikes fear into the hearts of the populace. Here's why. Number one, it's so rare to see it. Now, I mean, naturally, you know, we gotta step it up. We gotta stunt. It's Rainbow Road. That's our dojo, whatever. But because it is so infrequent, we'll see it once every like 2 or 3 streams, if that. That's a big consideration, I feel like. Number two, it is so damn long. It's like, what, 4 to 5 minutes, usually? Something crazy. You spend so much time on that track, jockeying for position, you know, working the layout, doing whatever it is you're doing. And then it all comes down to those last 15 seconds anyway. When I started getting those red shell targets toward the end, and I had just the hammers for defense, I was like, I was ready to scream. I was like, this is it. This is how it goes. This is how it happens every time. Jesus. But we were okay, somehow. Maybe we had enough distance between the rest of the pack and me. I don't know. The second red shell came a little bit too soon, it felt like. So it passed us by, because we were already kind of in the throes of getting hit. It's just wild stuff. I do kind of like just like fully getting in the zone for that one too. We've done it the past few times where Rainbow Road comes on, I crank the game volume up to like a normal volume, and then I just don't say anything, and we let it play out. There's no need for commentary. It's also just so cinematic. It's my favorite thing in the whole game. The drive up, and I get why maybe they reserve it just for that, because it really is a special thing. That drive up to it, and how cinematic and epic and you know, kind of operatic it feels. You could just as easily do it with... I got him. You could very easily do it with just other water routes to the track. It doesn't have to be just that one. I don't know why they don't. It would be amazing to see that more often. But still. So I love that. That was quick. Jeez. Okay. Alrighty. What is this, Wave Race? I love that Nintendo for this really somehow unintentionally made like the greatest wave race in the past like 2 decades, because there's only been this. Now here also, here's that patch note coming in hot. We're doing 2 laps on Koopa Troopa Beach now, which is great because it's torture. Not super helpful. But yeah, I think it is that combination of how special it is, how damn long it is, and how infrequently you see it that makes it such a unique thing that makes you want to try real hard. You know? And there you go. All you got to do is pop a boo on the last lap, on the last corner, of course. And there you go. You sneak right in. Oh, man. How y'all doing, though? Feeling good? You feeling fresh? You feeling ready for more? I'm ready, too. We got Houston coming up. We're more Rift-bound. I'm not ready. I am ready. I've been playing on the simulators like non-stop for weeks. I'm as ready as I'm going to get. It's going to be whatever it is, you know? I'm not running Kaiser, so I'm not winning the whole thing, but whatever. We're not here for Riftbound yet. You're going to have a whole weekend full of that. We're playing Kart right now. It was either this or Arena in Hearthstone. But I also feel like we've been on the TCG train so much recently. Let's maybe get off the TCG train for a hot minute. You know? You know what I mean? No giveaways? No D20s, nothing like that. Get it rolling, folks. There you go. Right on time with the D20. We'll do that now. My pal's a champ. We gotta be. We gotta prove that ye can do these things. That's the whole point of the exercise. That's a 15. That's accent time. Give me an accent, Vinny, and we'll do the best we can. Exclamation point giveaway. We still have 1 copy of Flux and 1 copy of the game to give away. We are certainly, this is champion caliber stuff. I'm the head honcho in this room. Look at this. Well, Jumpman, I guess. I was like, I'm so powerful. Look at me go. But that also means the consequences of losing are so much worse. If I do get like 5th, 8th, whatever, I lose mountains of points. The Boston accent? It's a wicked smart accent. Kind of a hard one to do. Hey, old boss, what can I get you? Keep thinking of those, your cousin from Boston. There's those ads. There's a couple of guys who like run a deli over on TikTok or whatever. They do a pretty good Boston accent. So I think about them sometimes when I gotta do a little Boston. Just give it a little like, give me like a little bit of Sam Adams. Give me a little. Why is the bomb going that way? You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. Something, park the car. Ah. You say those dumb cliches, just get into the spirit of the voice, and then you just kind of roll with it. You get immersed in it. You understand what you got to do, what you got to say. Then you off and run. I don't need a dialect coach. What's that gonna get me? I'm gonna go back to school. What the fuck school ever done for me? Ramon Deli, get the fuck out of here. Okay. All right, bud. Take it easy there, bud. Who you out here flexing on? Who put all these fucking bananas out here? The fuck you think this is? Gotta find my car keys. Yeah. Oh my god, we're gonna do it? Oh, we're gonna do it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, The Departed. Have at it, folks. That's enough of that. Yeah, Pal sounds like a cool Peter Griffin. Well, it's that vague New England-y accent that it's all based on, right? I'm up to 8,300. We're going up tonight in points? That's insane. I'm going to stick in this room forever. Yeah, I mean, the power of Boston. Maybe. I love Boston. I do. Gets my pal. Boston gets your pal first place. What are we talking about here? Got another D20 coming out from Vinny. All right. Shaky, 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 surprise. Hand with dice jump scare. 4. Cheese, please. I have cheese. I can go get cheese for this. So at the break, we'll go get some cheese. And we'll all be very happy about it, I'm sure. You ever just railroad surf like this? I love grinding on the tracks, personally. Even better when the third rail is there. Full electrocution. Taste buds dialed up to 11. Yeah. Don't tell me where I can and can't go. Yes! Slams fist through desk. Cheese, hell yeah! I don't know why you're saying it like that. I'm gonna be a little concerned. Alright. I mean, this room's gone well for us. I don't want to leave it by taking a break, but we might have to take a break and leave it. Ah. Well, that was just a ton of item spam that we promptly got away from somehow. How far will this get me? Not far. I knew that would be a less useful food stuff. Get the Pootaboo out of here. They're called Pootaboos. Did you know that? Our little fire friend. Man, Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now. That was cool. Rawr. There's just a lot happening at the moment. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna get him, but we made sure that didn't happen. You fucking... Well, that was a mushroom shortcut and a half, wouldn't you say? Sometimes I want to hit the car. Just to see what'll happen. I'm going to hold on to the coin here so I don't get another coin. Case in point. Whoa, okay. Just gotta go through the petals. Through the piles of leaves that people chose to rake up painstakingly. Who even cares? Ruin their day. Ruin their entire day with it. That sounds very Caravan of Garbage. You ever listen to Caravan of Garbage? It's a great podcast. Mason and the other guy, media, movies, TV shows, all that fun stuff. Might as well just ruin my night. Ha! Ha ha ha! I kept momentum going in too. No. No, you stay. You stay. That's right. Railroad surf like subway surf? Who's to say? Is that 2 firsts in a row? I think it is. 27 points. When was the last time that's happened in Kart World? I can't remember the last time that we had genuine success in this game. Have we turned the corner? We just have an easy room. That's the key here. I mean, if you want to take part in this and potentially ruin our day, to be that guy or gal about it, exclamation point FC or exclamation point friend code. I don't think that's listed here. Oh, whoa. There we go. It's such an intricate part of the map, the Shy Guy Bazaar town. So interesting. Can I get over to the bridge? Well, not. I was going to do that. Oh, maybe I can't. No! I need height. Oh, we go! Nope. We're going to do it. I believe. There, see, we just need a little more glide strength. We could even hit the hammer bro with the red shell. How about that? DK spaceport, if you insist. If you insist. I don't need to necessarily. Maybe you need to necessarily. Who's to say? Did she just give her a little, like, too cool for this? And there we go. We made, I mean, We almost made it out of the first item without getting immediately red shelled in first. So that's cause for celebration. If you know, it worked. I love how that didn't actually help me at all. You can hit the barrels as they're on the way down there, right? That's just criminal. Who would do that? Okay. Spaceport is so chaotic all the time. I don't even know. I don't even care. It's one of the coolest tracks on paper and like in theory, but it's one of the most frustrating in practice to race on because of how chaotic and random it tends to be. Because it is so linear like this. Everyone's kind of funneled into these same paths, not unlike our friend's Baby Park or Excite Bike Arena, right? But much more agonizing somehow. Hi, Jackson. My favorite part right here. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? And it all funnels in under his feet, too, which drives me insane, because it's such a narrow gap to start squeezing 24 players through. Nutty. Not to shame you, but it's been almost a year since we checked up on the farm. Those poor McChickens. You're right. You're right about that. The farm has been on hiatus. Not even necessarily intentionally. It just hasn't been. We do have to get back to the farm. And I mean, they're all, I mean, the whole thing's dead. The whole enterprise has been blown to shreds, and multiple years without a single crop. The dog, the poor dog, I mean, it seems to be fine. It just kind of wags and whatever. Just happened to be on Steam and saw the last play date was March. Was it really that long ago? That's pretty crazy. Then yeah, that's all long dead. What's that meme, the news broadcast where the person typed in like 6 digits for the temperature instead of 3? So it says like 110,106 degrees in McKinney or something. The guy goes, and it's gonna be, you know, a hot day going into the weekend. Everyone in McKinney is dead. I love that so much. So that kind of, it reminds me of that. It's like everyone in Stardew Valley is dead. We all get busy, just gotta rib you. Like the Monsterverse podcast that was promised 3 years ago. Actually, I thought of a good way that we could do that for real. And I'll tell you about it. You might have seen, if you peruse the YouTube, that we have been working with UVS Games a little closer, and Universes, of all things. They do have a Godzilla tie-in for the game coming early next year. It's possible that we'll be included in some of the launch activity for that. So I think that would be a really fun time to tie in finally doing some Monsterverse stuff with, you know, an actual Godzilla product launch. That would be fun, I think. Karibo, I wasn't even near you. I'm a Goomba. Don't stomp on me. I know you're a sucker for anything Godzilla, and that's why. Okay. We're gonna consider that. Now that's up to UVS, of course, if they, you know, keep us in their marketing loop. Because sometimes that happens, you know, you get really chummy and friendly and do great work with a vendor at a particular show, you know, once or twice, and, you know, you expect, or they say that you'll be, you know, kind of added onto their lists and you know, included in events and things, and then, you know, for one reason or another, you just don't hear from them again. So it's all very vendor dependent. you know, seemed eager to work with us, and they gave us quite a bit of time at the booth. We were scheduled for like 15 minutes. We did the interview. It wasn't a super long one. It's up on the channel. And we were there for almost 45, just sort of perusing and talking about the lineup in the industry and, you know, things they've done and things we've done and how all this stuff intersects. So that was cool. We'll see. I'm hoping they follow through and we hear from them frequently, because we're anticipating a pretty good ramp up in TCG activity over, you know, the next few months. And that would be a great bonus for us to help push that kind of stuff along. We'll see. Oh, that's just... rub it in harder, why don't you? He's got triple greens going into first. Mega helpful. At least I get some coins. That'd be a great time for you to throw shells backwards when people are in the draft of that coin line. Big ass Bowser absorbs everything like that. Every banana. Did he just fall off? What are we doing here? Oh, you can take that. Bye-bye. Big help. Just for you with your red shells. Okay, bye. I really need to take a break, but we're doing so well. This like never happens. What are we doing here? Fortnite just had its live event where Hatsune Miku was shooting a beam on Godzilla's head. Peak cinema. What even is Fortnite at this point? Someone explain it to me. Is Full Metal still here? Explain the current state of Fortnite to me. We've got like... we had the whole Simpsons Island coming. Now we got Hatsune Miku shooting stuff off of Godzilla. We've got like Alan Wake running alongside Master Chief, running alongside Hank Hill, running alongside some VTuber, doing the feeling jaunty dance, every single one in time, in turn, singing K-pop. Make it make sense. Had to be done. Fortnite is Simpsons and Halo Godzilla Halo 2. I mean, I'm convinced. We got a D20 from Benny. Let's do a D20 while we're sitting around here. Shaky, shaky, shake. Another 15? Well, you got it, bucko. Accent time again. Go for it. Crown City, baby. What's a Fortnite? What's a computer? They literally have a Kill Bill short now. I saw something with Kill Bill, which I can't imagine is going to be very true to the movies if it's in Fortnite, but who's to say? Quentin Tarantino has his ways. Is there a foot emote? Character takes off their shoe emote? It's in tune with the movie? Or like on brand with it? That really surprises me. We chose to skip the item box for this. Remember when they showed just this stretch of land in the like reveal trailer for Mario Kart World and we were just like, what the hell is this? And then it was so much more and different than we had anticipated it would be. That's the art of a reveal trailer, right? How do you tease and show off and represent your product? D20? We can get a D20. We got a bunch. Was it at D20? Pinging D20. Quick huddle. Can I steal him for a sec? Hit somebody. Rumor has it the Apple iMac G3 is playable next season. I would kill for just an iMac G3 with like the showgirls lamp legs, spouting Steve Jobs quotes from the keynote. 4 to 5 times faster. That didn't work. Did we screw him though? Maybe. That went through every Goomba. I'm impressed. I like riding on the solar panel here. It's giving Mario Kart 8 Rainbow Road vibes, and we love that. And I'm like the only one in the world that does. It's not me, it's the children who are wrong. There's our friend Red Shell. It's inevitable. It's just science. But again, they're too close together, and the items just won't go. Okay. Too close together, it ain't happening. Chief. Got another second. With Yoshi coming up too. I hate to leave it. I hate to leave it. We're doing so well. Maybe we can rejoin on a recent player. We'll try that, but I do have to take like a quick little break. Steve Jobs introducing Halo, tie-in with the Master Chief. I don't understand why Jackson, you can't see it behind me, but Jackson's not showing a score, but they never leave the room. They usually do that when someone goes as an NPC and they leave midstream. You can't see the score. Alrighty. We're going to kick it over, and I got to get some cheese. I got to take a quick break, refill my wooter. Surprise me with the accent. We'll figure it out after this. Let's do the D20 quickly, just to see if it's something I got to account for during the break. Oh, it's a 1. Well, that means down to the bad place, and all that entails, so we'll remember that. Alrighty, we will be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to go take care of some stuff, take a quick break, and we'll have more for you on the other side. Enjoy all the holiday trappings, which is fun, and you'll see what I mean. You're watching Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, I'm Cheat Speaking. We will have more right after this for you. Don't go anywhere. Well, all right, everybody, welcome back. You are watching Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, some call me Cheatspeak, and we are in the holiday groove here. It's December. You love to see it. And then, oh, what's this? Cheese, surprise! Cheese jump scare. It's a little cheese face. Look at my little cheese face. Courtesy of Sarah. Miss Nephroptosis is in the other room, and she carved some cheese just for you all. Say thank you, Sarah. How nice of her. Alrighty. Let's get on with the show, huh? Ford said thank you, Sarah. With an H at the end. Hey now. Hey now. Can I... It's only by friends. I can't join on recents? You used to be able to, right? Do a race with cheese face. Pal holding that cheese face up like a horror movie villain. You right. All of our friends together. Well, that's upsetting, so I guess we're just gonna have to grin and bear it. Do a race with cheese face. I will. I will do it. I don't know how I'm gonna... Am I supposed to see through the cheese face? Kind of. Oh, God. I'll try it. Oh, I'll try. Like Silence of the Lambs, kind of. Hello, Clarice. Oh, God. What if DK Spaceport with cheese on head? It's very possible that this happens for us, and I don't know how to feel. Esteemed colleagues and friends, tell me how to feel. I'll see Sarah got multiple thanks in the chat. It's the opposite of F in the chat. It's a thank you Sarah's in the chat. Choco Mountain with cheese. Here we go. All right. I don't know how this is gonna work. I can see like half of the screen. Is that gonna be enough? Oh, hope you're not expecting second again. Oh, it smells so good. It's sharp cheddar. I feel like my family's dog just like actively salivating and dripping at the mouth for the food that's directly in front of them that they can't eat. I really am a golden retriever. It's wonderful. This whole life thing. All right. Cheese on face makes hard game. Just for you all. With Galaxy playing in the background, what do you take me for? I'm bumping off of buses. I don't even care what's happening. Folks, that's a flashing light. I don't know what it's for. It's a D20. We'll do it in a minute. I have cheese on my face. I can't be rolling dice right now. Ah, of course. And that probably would have been easier if I didn't have cheese. Why have pet cheese, sweet baby cheese, when we can have cheese? I don't even, and see, the thing is, I don't know what place I'm in, so I don't know if I should be mad or not. I'm assuming I should, because that's a lot of people in front of me. Now, yeah, alright, I'm officially mad. I'm mad because there's cheese on my head and I can't eat it. I'm mad because I'm probably sucking. Mags, I can't see half the screen. I have no idea. I have no idea. Did I miss the item? Oh, Unreal, that bullet. 20th? No! I lost 98 points on that! Because of cheese on head? Are you for real? That undid most of the gains for the night, by the way. Son of a... I'm eating cheese face just because of that. And you're going to watch it. You're going to watch it get inhaled into my mouth. You don't have a choice on the matter. I'm going to get real close so you can see it. Sucking up the whole goddamn thing like Kirby. Why do you watch this stuff? Why are you all here? It's good though. It's really good cheese. Alright, I got a D20 from Xerox here. That's a 13. Many dabs. Give the other dice a workout. That's going to be 3 dabs. Right off the top. So we got 1 dab, we got 2 dab, we got 3 dab. I got to watch the mic doesn't go flying. Who's coming in here? Thank you, moderator, for getting rid of the annoyances and the spams. Cheese on head is better than shoe on head, and nobody said you had to put it on your face. Why we gotta be causing friction here? It's obviously the funny thing to do. Well, someone said put it on your face, right? Who said that? Do a race with cheese face. Yeah, that was explicitly from Fort. We had to do it. I didn't have a choice. Such is life sometimes. Where are you? Where'd you come from? Bitty bitty. Get out of here. I want my coin and my feather. Almost. That's the better order for those items, at least. Bonk. Oh. No, that's all you... No! I'm in second place! What is this? Be directly behind person with boomerang, survive boomerang hit. That's just the normal way of the world. I really did not want that that star coming up unnecessarily. Beautifully done with that feather. Ooh. Did someone say I have to redo the Boston accent too? I'll do it again. We gotta do it. We were settling into it with the deli guys being like, "Hey boss, what do you want?" We got "Yeah, cousin from Boston." Someone's parking the car. You just gotta get settled back into it. Something The Departed. I just made that joke already. What do you want? Got a little Sammy on the way? I don't know. Worth it? To avoid the boulder? No. Up into Bowser's Castle. That is an aggressive transition. I forgot about that. Here we go. They're going up. We're going around. I'm not doing that shortcut because that works so well for us. I have 20 coins, though. It so rarely happens. I'm very content to just hold the shells for as long as I can here. Can we hold it? Oh, it would be amazing to come back in. Oh, no. Yep, I knew. Start of the ruination. Still holding. Oh my god, we're gonna do it? We got... Wow, again? I'm impressed with me. You should be damn impressed with me. God, my lord. Rip cheese. I said do a race, not to lose, you son of a bitch. Does the weather still change from night and daytime in online mode after this update? JR Bowling coming in. That's a good question. Does the weather still change from night and daytime in online mode? Maybe I'm not following what you're asking. The weather... It'll like still dynamically change in like on laps during tracks, like Wario Shipyard still gets stormier as you go. I don't know that I've seen like a day-night transition during like an intermission, if that's what you're asking. Maybe I'm misinterpreting. Well, we recovered from the cheese apocalypse, which is good, and that's all a man can ask for in these trying times, aside from an egg. You know, everyone needs an egg in these trying times. I have an idea. I know what I have to do. I want to go back and explore that tunnel going the other way. Can I get back into the storm cloud here? I can! You can fall through it in reverse. That, whoa, I think, oh, I'm get a little sick off of that. Where does it dump you off? That is a long... that is a long tunnel. She's very funny. Look who brought me an egg in these trying times. Hey. She's a good time. She's right over there. Everyone say hi, Sarah. She waved. That was hilarious. Folks are watching the stream tonight. It's great. We're having a good time here. For once, Mario... Oh, that's a double bounce. That's the double doink. Hello, Sarah with an H. We have to qualify it. For once, this might be the first time we've had a Mario Kart World stream where the vibes have not just been, like, out and out, like, blood-curdling rage. So I'm here for it. More like this, please. Balance egg on head while racing. We're gonna have to hard-boil that shit, because I'm not cleaning that up. And she sure as hell isn't cleaning that up. So there's going to be egg all over this room for weeks. Do you know what weeks old egg smells like? It smells like Newark. I don't want to smell like Newark. Haha, sideburn Newark. Jersey's stinky. You know what I was complaining about recently, as one does? You know, we live in North Jersey. We've discussed this, but I was thinking about, and you know, every so often I'll put it up on Twitter, like anyone follows me on Twitter or cares, about just like the absolute horrors that I face out on the Jersey highways and streets every day, because everyone who drives here, with no apologies toward Jersey drivers, everyone is absolutely insane. And the amount of like near accidents I've almost gotten into and all of the insane road rage I've had to deal with over the past year and a half that we've lived here, it's truly astonishing. Like, we lived in uptown Manhattan, and it was a more pleasant driving experience than Jersey is. I gotta share some of the stories, son of a bitch, because it is just wild what you have to contend with here. Hey, they're walking there, yeah. I'm walking here in my car, in my BMW M540 competition black series trim. Did you know that BMWs actually don't come with turn signals from the factory? True story. Sideburn BMW drivers. I love the boo screws you over there. New Jersey. Sarah is short for Sarah with an H. And it kicked me out after that. See, it heard me trashing Jersey drivers and it kicked me out. Miss Nephroptosis, I thought your middle name was with an H. So her full name is Sarah with an H. H? No, her full name is Sarah with an H, Miss Nephroptosis. That's the name. I gotta pull up. So I texted her a while back my scariest story in recent memory. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I'm just going to read you what I texted her about what was an incredible day on the roads. Like, for as bad as Jersey usually is, this was like next level, and I got to find it. To give you a context, what I usually see the most of is, you know, people like flashing their lights at you and honking because you're not going 25 over the speed limit, and that's legitimately true. You know, the accepted speed limit in Jersey on the highways is like 15 over, and that's slow. You know, I'll be going to work in the morning. The speed limit is like 50. There are routinely people going 75, 80 in all three lanes. It's insane. Here we go. Okay. If it's a text that just says boo, I'ma be sad. No, it's not. Okay, so for context, some asshole in a pickup truck didn't like that I wasn't aggressive enough in traffic. This was like bumper to bumper merging. So he merged into me and tried to run me into the concrete barrier on Route 17 multiple times this morning. Window down, screaming the whole time. I was legitimately scared and within inches of causing a wreck twice. He tailed me for almost 5 minutes and I ended up calling 911 after he started doing it to other people. I hate people so much. And then, this was the crazy part, and I think I put this in some of the Discord channels, but that's for reference. Now, that is one of the most aggressive examples. It's not normally that bad, but it is an incredible level of aggression that you see in this state that I, again, don't see anywhere else. Not in Massachusetts with, like, the legendary mass holes, not in Manhattan or any other like major urban environment when you're driving. It is exclusive to Jersey. For some reason, everyone's an asshole. I would have just given him a thumbs down. Well, I was a little too busy getting run off the road into, like, I was on the shoulder of the road and I was like this far from the concrete barrier because I was trying to brake, but I would have like slammed into the drivers behind me because I'm in the middle of stop and go traffic. So it was just wild. Bro, it's a school zone. Go 65. Full Metal, you make me happy I'm not driving regularly anymore. That's so scary. It was legitimately, and like you learn to sort of deal with the traffic around you, and I've adapted to it over time, obviously, because otherwise, like, I'm gonna die. But that was excessive. I would have just given him a thumbs down. And then, yeah, and then Vinny's right, because I've told this story a little bit. So I texted Sarah that at 9:41 a.m. This was Wednesday, November 19th. 6:15 p.m. I'm driving home. I'm on a throughway in New York State. And I said, you are not going to believe this. I'm staring at the same truck that tried to run me down this morning. I had a picture. And it was a full-size, like, Chevy Silverado. And it was legitimately, because I remembered the first 3 or 4 digits of the plate because I did call 911. And it was crazy how ridiculously aggressive it was. But yeah, I ended up seeing him on my way home from work. I was actually on the way to our local game store for a Riftbound tournament. So I was taking a different route home than I usually would, and I could not believe I was convinced he was going to remember me from earlier in the day, and I was going to have a legitimate issue. Like, am I going to get shot? Because straight up, you know, people have a disagreement with you, they'll just shoot you anymore. It's crazy. You're like driving alongside somebody, you cut them off, they will just like, I forget where the news story was, if it was here in Jersey, if it was somewhere else. People just straight up shooting people in the middle of the road out of their car because they got cut off. It's unreal. Anyway, that's one of many examples that I have. There's a couple other on my Twitter that I'll pull up maybe after this. It's just insane. So, you know, Jersey's not the long-term solution for us living situation-wise, mostly because my commute is so long and we're going to find a better, like, middle ground at some point down the line. But goddamn, it is a time out here, folks. That worked out, because then I got to scoot into the double item block there. Sure. I could have taken... Well, I can still do it. Boom. That was the first really successful dismount I've had of that shortcut, so that's cool. The coin's gonna bite me in short order here. I'm too far ahead, it's gonna compensate. Oh, okay. Goomba. Legendary mass holes was a line that hit me harder than it should have. If you've ever been to Boston or similar areas of Massachusetts, you'll know. 90. All I gotta say is 90. What if that guy was your appointment at the tournament? I legitimately would have confronted him about it. I'm finding in my old age, at the ripe old age of 33, I'm more willing to be confrontational about that kind of stuff now, especially if it's so aggressive like that it's legitimately dangerous. You don't stand to gain anything by just like texting a friend about it or posting on Reddit or, you know, letting the situation fizzle out. That's something where, even if it's not the smartest idea in the world, I'm willing to call them out because that's just insane behavior. That was a good dismount. So yeah, if it was my guy, that would have been, I would have believed it with my luck that day and the sheer happenstance of it all. But I would have been straight up like, you fucking for real? Because it's nuts and it's not okay. Old man Pawn Star. Back in my day, we didn't have arguments, we just shot each other. Miss Navarro tells us, would now be a great time to tell you we had a robbery outside our building over the weekend? No. No, is that what that was? So we got an email from our... Some context here, without like doxing ourselves. We live in a part of Jersey that doesn't have like the most sterling reputation, but so it was on Thanksgiving, that's what the email was. It's slowly kind of, I guess it's gentrifying, but it's kind of transitioning out of the less than stellar reputation it's had, especially over the past like 10, 15 years. So we're in like Jersey, yeah. It's normally pretty docile, and I mean, we're in a new apartment complex that's, you know, I mean, you can see in the background, it's fairly, it's pretty nice, not gonna lie to you. Is this a remix of one of the Galaxy final bosses? I love it. Definitely doesn't have the punch of the orchestrated version, but I'll take it. What is this? Oh, so is there like a news report on it? Because so we got an email from our leasing and like management office over the weekend that was like, hey, you know, just to reassure everybody, you know, there was an incident over the weekend and it was an isolated incident and it's not, you know, a consistent thing and the police are on it and don't worry about it and, you know, renew your lease, please. Basically. So I didn't know, and, you know, Sarah said that, oh, you know, the cops were here over the weekend, something was going on, whatever. So you don't think too much of it, right? It's a big complex. There's hundreds of units. Stuff happens, right? Apparently, it was a little more serious than that. What is this? Armed robbers ambush resident at our place. Flee with more than $80,000 in cash and jewelry? What the shit? First of all, I mean, it doesn't surprise me in the complex, but who the hell has 80 grand in cash and jewelry just hanging out on their person or in the complex? Was this... I gotta look up the article. Was this in the complex? Was it outside of the complex? What did you say happened? That's bonkers. DRB going out to the bar. This is in the parking lot. I need an indoor space, don't I? Ah, I gotcha. Oh, but that slowed me down enough where I didn't make it over the jump all the way. God damn. BRB going out to the park. I got my wallet's got a juicy 80K in it. It doesn't make sense. I want to read this article now. Can I pull it up? I want to find it. Text me the article link, maybe, if you have it. Well, that's all very comforting, at any rate. Oh, it's on... That's an interesting source. I believe it, though. I thought it was on like a news outlet. It is not. It seems like an eyewitness report kind of deal. So how do they know that? Jesus Christ! I'm just gonna read it. 3 masked men armed with handguns robbed a resident at a luxury waterfront apartment complex of more than $80,000 in cash and jewelry. The robbers ambushed the 33-year-old victim after he pulled into the parking lot around 7 a.m. last Thursday, multiple law enforcement sources said. The trio then fled with a gray-blue Honda. The victim wasn't injured. Yikes. First of all, that's just irresponsible, having that much cash and goddamn jewelry on you. We got a D20 here. I guess the guy owns a jewelry shop and they followed him home. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so here I am being like, it's so irresponsible. Why would you do that? Well, you literally own a jewelry store. I guess that makes sense. What do you have so many damn CDs on you? I own a vintage audio shop. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, Neil Diamond. I'll rob you for it. We can laugh about it now. Why even bother? Are you victim blaming? No. A little. No. But did you see that humorous, dramatic pause that I took right there? That was great for the content. Actually, my grandmother's sister and her husband owned a jewelry store back home for many, many years. So I actually can't joke about it too much because they've been in similar situations. I remember their houses being full of stuff that they were going to bring to the store and sell and do all that kind of thing. So I get it. They followed him home. That's scary. That's legitimately 33-year-old victim in Jersey, and I'm just imagining cheat with a very low-cut V-neck and gold chain on. It's a little unnerving that they're also 33. It doesn't really matter. That's just one of those coincidences. But hey. All right, we have 2 D20s. Xerox is first. Oh, we're already in the bad place. I forgot about the bad place. Temporary ban! There you go. All right, well, you asked for it. Asked and answered. That's a 10-minute timeout for you. You earned this. That might delete all your chats, too. I'm very sorry. D20 for full metal in the bad place. That's a 4. Cheese on head. We already did this. I got a cheese again. All right, more cheese. You're lucky we have so much cheese. We got cheese. Oh, and I'm sure Xerox... I can imagine... Because Xerox loves getting, like, the temp bans and starting the fires and getting the, like, critical fail rolls on stream. She's got to be, like, fist pumping, like jumping for joy. Like, yeah, I got the temp ban! Just the immense, intense, innate satisfaction that comes with being punished. She legit emoted IRL. There you go. See, we know, y'all. We know how this goes. Can you imagine me just rolling around like that, though? I have not gone full jersey. I do have many deep V-necks. This is true, and Sarah hates them so much. I love a good V-neck. I truly do. And not just because I have a lot of chest hair. I've always loved V-necks. I just like the fit. I feel good in them. It's whatever. At some point, Sarah was like, please stop wearing the V-necks. So I don't really wear the V-necks anymore. That said, I was soy facing. Full soy face, full pucker. But no, it's that would be funny if I'm just like with chains on your legs, like full prison Mike. Your cousin from Boston. It's just making me want a beer because I'm just thinking about Sam Adams. I haven't had a lot of winter lager yet this season, and that's got to change. Because it's prime winter lager season, right? That like 2 months, or like the month and a half in between Oktoberfest going away and Cold Snap starting. I need it. Son of a bitch. I don't think that helped at all. I got coins, though. Drink. Do we have a drink emote? Or a redemption? Maybe we do. Hydrate self. This is too much. I always get the triple reds when whoever's in front of me is primed to avoid it. I just always do. It's science. Again, it's just science. Who am I to buck science trends? That's gonna hurt. It did not hurt me. But I was prepared for it to, and that's what matters. Just like I was prepared to be forced back into a double-digit place. A drink up. I will have a drink up. I will. Do I just have a beer? Do we just straight up? No, it's already midnight. I have a wildly important day at work tomorrow. This whole week is wildly important at work. So I kind of should be on my A game for it. And I got to get up. I probably got to get on the road by like 7, so that's going to be a fun early morning. Next year you should go as full Jersey Kyle from South Park. It is a school night, I know. It's a short week though. I'm going to have like a million airport beers and plane beers on Thursday. Flying out to Houston. That's a good segue. Remember, folks, we like Riftbound here, and if you missed the stream over the weekend, we announced that we are going to be on the ground for the first ever regionals level Riftbound event outside of China. That is the Houston regional qualifiers this weekend, and we're going to be bringing you immense coverage from the event. All three of us, Baloney, Sari, myself, are playing in the like 1,200 person tournament. We're going to bring you updates in the Discord and on our socials. We're going to bring you event coverage, walkthroughs of the event, coverage of side events. There's so many side events and some fun surprises, since a lot of our known quantity friends from Riot will be there that you have seen on the channel at some point. So that's December 5th through the 7th, technically 2 days from now, since it's rolled over to the 3rd here on the East Coast. Wow. Chug of the aqua. I'll chug of the aqua. You got it. I still got to do cheese on head. Oh, she's like, hi! Hi! It's, again, Kirby style. It's like, hi! Hit me with it. That is one thing we were going to talk about tonight, was kind of what's coming up for the channel, too. So, you know, as we come up on year's end, we love to take stock of things. We love to kind of make sure we're on the same page with you all in terms of what we're producing and what we're doing and talking about, and is that still something you want to see? It's felt, you know, not inevitable, but certainly in the cards over the past couple of months, pun intended, that there's going to be more TCG focus. Not necessarily at the expense of the video game content we do, but it seems like there's, especially Riftbound, there is a demand for it. And, you know, we could potentially, you know, be exploring ways to have a more dedicated production space for things like that, so we can cover more TCGs. A lot of people like the One Piece TCG. Universes is a lot of fun. Getting back into Pokemon on the side would be a good deal. So there's a lot of ways that we're exploring kind of getting back to it. Just for the hell of it. I think he got hit anyway. So that's all coming. And, you know, I think Riftbound will continue to be a focus for us just because it has been so fun. And we do have, I think, pretty good access with Riot in terms of, you know, news and information and what we're able to share and do with them about the game. So it's great fun. So I think we're going to keep at it. But again, all the video game stuff is here to stay. The weekly streams won't change, at least from me. There will be, you know, continued reviews, old games, new games, though I may... That's the thing, right? So bandwidth is limited, not a ton of time, only so many hours in the day. We got him! We got him! And this is not a pushover room either. This is good. I was weighing, sort of scaling back how many of those reviews we do, especially if we ramp up more into the TCG and more of like the immediate newsy kind of coverage of things. There's, you know, maybe a review a month is a more reasonable cadence for that. Maybe we focus more on like new games that we get review keys for, because I think that's maybe where it's a little more valuable too. We occasionally get a big bite on something like a retro review, but not often. And if I look back here, I just want to take a look at some of our videos and what's been popular. We're going to do a whole kind of our like year-end Discord exclusive breakdown of the year too. All the fun things. But let's see. So like, it's kind of knowing the audience too. So for example, let's look at the past couple reviews. We did the Bloodstone review, 007 Bloodstone, which I had an amazingly fun intro for that I was really excited for, and I didn't have time to produce it. So it would have involved like going on location and shooting stuff, and it would have been great. Maybe for the next Bond review, because there may be more. So that got like 150 views. Bubsy, one of our biggest retro reviews of the year, was at 550. Let's see. Before that, it was Wii Sports, which hasn't even cracked 100. Fresh Tracks is at 138. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe is at 518. Mini Motorways literally just cracked 100. Gex on the PS1, 259. Newer games, though, like the Gex Trilogy, 5,800 views. Bubsy 4D interviews, both in the thousands. I don't know. What I'm getting at is, I think we want to maintain the same kind of stuff you would expect and not lose the video game focus and, like, necessarily turn into an all-TCG channel, because I know that a lot of you are not necessarily here for that. But I think there's room to kind of balance it out a little bit, especially if, like, we are able to do more tabletop stuff on a more consistent basis. That would be really, really fun. And again, it gives us a little room to be more immediate, because we put out those shorts with like Riftbound news and announcements and interview segments, and those all do really, really well. A lot of them hit 5-figure views or more. So, that's something we want to keep momentum on, obviously, because that helps get eyeballs onto the channel. Those interview snippets especially are where a lot of our growth has been this year and got us well over 1K. So that's just all the stuff we're thinking about, in case you were curious. We'll kind of lay out the strategic direction for the channel, etc., all my businessy stuff, as we get closer to the end of the year. But we're thinking about it. Don't let anyone tell you we're not. Did they get hit by something? That was interesting. My favorite! 1st to 17th. Oh. All that matters are your last 15 seconds. Maybe we hold that. It's for defensive purposes, right? Oh, a little earlier, and he would have been right in line. That's 4th. That's a pretty good one to probably go out on, honestly. It is, if work wasn't getting in the way, and I will take being at 8,300 points to end the night. That's well ahead of where we started. I think that's, I'm like 200 points ahead. How often does that happen? Not often. So I will take that. I'll take that as a win. Toad Circuit. I think. That's Toad Circuit, right? All right, well, folks, we even escaped the bad place for the most part. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. So again, just to give you an idea of what's coming up, we do have all of that coverage from the Houston Regional Qualifier for Riftbound all weekend long, so get ready for shorts and videos and fun coverage of all of that. We will have, like I said, hopefully at least one more full-on review for you of something. I have a couple ideas of what I'd like to do. I'm obviously not super deep in the weeds on any of them. So we'll get something cranked out in the next couple of weeks, but obviously Riftbound and Houston are going to be the main focus. We'll keep up the streams. We'll be back with you next week live doing stuff, and we may even be live from Houston. Who's to say? Certainly, with side events and all the cool stuff that we're going to explore, it's going to be a good time. And then we're just going to roll on through to the end of the year and all the usual stuff that we get to do. So, hope you're all enjoying and along for the ride. Again, we were even, celebrating the 1K subscriber milestone, and we're at like 1081 right now. So, hopefully on the up and up, and grateful to everyone that's been along for the ride. We're going to keep at it and just hopefully finding things that people are interested in. Well, thanks for tuning in. This has been Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lewis, call me Cheesebeak, and this is probably our most successful night of Mario Kart in a long time. Mario Kart World, anyway. So I'm happy about this. 2K by 2026. We're gonna carve out we're gonna double what we already have in a month? Bet. All we gotta do is like win Houston, and I'm sure it'll skyrocket from there. And then we're just gonna become like the Riftbound channel. At that point, you kind of have to. No, but we'll see what happens. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you all here soon. Again, keep it tuned here to the Discord. !Discord, the channel on the YouTubes, all the fun stuff for coverage from the Riftbound event in Houston, if you're curious, and more. No one else at giveaway, and we're cutting it off there. So Vinny, you got it. We'll ping you separately about it, and then I guess we still just have one more game to give away. Maybe we'll do that in the Discord too. Who's to say? We will, by the way. !Discord and the giveaways channel, and you'll see it there. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you back here with that. Good. Stay fresh, cheese bags. We'll catch you back here real soon. Ooh.